I got promoted really fast in the Triad because I don't afraid to fight. Do so many different kind of job for them. Security of the club, parking boy. So after parking, be like collect money, you know. If someone owns money, and then I just go and collect the money. I love this one because so many people maybe think how to collect the money. You need to use violence, but it's not about violence. You need to like think more like his weakness, what he scared about, what he afraid about. He don't want net his family know his own money, so you just talk to him, hey bro, just return the money. And then yeah, I do everything. You can see the scar on my face, like here is by a bat, here have a cross like a scar from a bottle. Yeah, too many crazy story. Inside my head, I think I have more than 40 snitches. Yeah, all from street fights.
Welcome to Fruiting Body Podcast with your host, Brendan. We're here in Phuket, Thailand with the one, the only. We got Flash Daddy. Now, this podcast is absolutely insane. We're going to be talking about that connection from living in Hong Kong with the Triads to transitioning into MMA. So there's a crazy story here. You guys cannot miss this. I'm not going to give away too many details of what we got into, but I'll ask Flash, can you tell the audience just a little bit what could they expect from this podcast?
I mean, if you guys want to hear the craziest story from a Hong Kong crazy guy, don't miss it. Stay tuned.
We're going to leave it at that. We got chapters so you can navigate this whole podcast. Super simple. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Fruiting Body Podcast. We are a medicinal mushroom supplement company located on the island of Phuket. So we're doing turkey tail, lion's mane, cordyceps. This stuff is absolutely phenomenal for all you athletes out there. So without further ado, let's get this podcast started with Flash. Let's go. Let's start it off right at the beginning. Just let the audience know a bit about yourself. You're from Hong Kong. Tell us that story.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Flash Daddy from Hong Kong. I'm 29 years old. I'm the sponsor fighter by Bangtao MMA in Phuket, Thailand. So I'm from Hong Kong and now I'm a pro fighter and train in Bangtao. Just finished my fight in Taiwan last month. So now keep active and then keep fighting. Yeah, good to see you guys.
Awesome. Now, Bangtao MMA, we're going to connect that all together, how you got into fighting and actual like professional fighting, because you're going around Asia. I mean, you're kind of that Conor McGregor of the Southeast Asia right now. You got those vibes going on. Bring us back to the beginning of the story. You're growing up in Hong Kong.
Yep.
You're 29, so you're growing up in the 90s, late 90s Hong Kong. What was it like back then?
So my story was like, I do like martial arts like my whole life. When I was a kid, my mom told me to do kid karate. So I do karate since like 8 or 9. And then until I go to the middle school in Hong Kong. So I stopped because I don't like it. They want me to be too disciplined. And then I just don't want to listen. I'm a bad kid, you know. And then like few years, when I was still in the school, I got bullied because I'm a tall kid in the school. So the older student, they just pick the tallest kid and then they just bully this guy. And then to show the other kid, oh, the tallest guy got bullied, so you guys have no chance. So just listen to us. And myself, I don't like to get bullied, so I just fight back so much. But they're just too strong and there's too many people. So I just choose to join some kind of like a triad and gang to get some protect. And then when I joined the triad, I was like maybe 17, 18. And then, yeah, I fought a lot. Like I tried to beat up anyone like in front of me. I'm like a crazy kid, you know. But you know, when you fought a lot, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And then I was like, I want to like get stronger. I don't want to lose. So I went to some local Muay Thai gym and then I trained. And then I remember I trained since like maybe 19 and then, yeah, until now, 29. So when I was training Muay Thai in 19, I'm not like really serious. But I complete a little bit, but maybe 1 year compete 1 time or 2 times, not really serious, not really active. So after like 10 years, I fought a lot at the street, like a street fighter, you know, like, yeah. But I got promoted really fast in the Triad because I was like I train and then I don't afraid to fight. So maybe sometimes I fought like 10 guys by myself. You can see the scar on my face. Like here is by a bat. Here have a cross like a scar from a bottle. Yeah, too many crazy story. Inside my head, I think I have more than 40 snitches. Yeah, all from street fights. But yeah, so I fought a lot, and then I broke my hand like 3 times in a row. Like,
on the street fighting?
Yeah. At I think like 2020 during COVID, and then I was broken my hand like for 3 times in 6 months. So I have 3 surgeries. And then I can't even train, I can't even lifting, I can't even go out because I have too much enemy at that moment. So if something happened, imagine like when I go out, I can't defend myself. So I just sit home and then I depressed. And then to be honest to you, I was really depressed. I cry because I'm not happy. So I asked myself what I want to do if my hand is ready, if my hand's healed. And then I remember back to 2016, I was training in Bangkok in some local Muay Thai gym. So I tell myself, okay, if once my hand get better, I want to leave Hong Kong. I want to go out and then see and then train again. I never think about complete at that moment. And then so when my hand is ready, and then COVID is gone, so I just I saw the gym Bangtao MMA in Instagram. So I just booked my flight, come to Phuket, experience this for 1 month, and then after 1 month I go back to Hong Kong. Bro, I just feel like why so boring now the life in Hong Kong. And then even I go out drink and party and every day I still feel shit, I don't like this lifestyle anymore. So I just booked my flight again and then travel back to Phuket, and then so now, until now, yeah.
You've been here, we probably met maybe almost a year ago. Time goes so fast here, you know?
I think I live in Phuket already 1.5 years.
1.5 years?
Yeah, almost 2 years.
And the whole time pretty much Bangtao MMA, right?
Yeah, only Bangtao MMA.
Yeah, and it's phenomenal. The whole lifestyle here. I mean, again, I lived in Shenzhen for 6 years. I get it. The Hong Kong, Shenzhen, this whole China area, southern China. Not saying Hong Kong, so that's something else. Let's talk. I'm on your side. Don't worry.
Thank you.
We won't get too political there. But I've lived in the cities, and there's nothing like living, on an island, and especially Phuket. It's just a small area, but it's everything you need.
Yep.
Right?
I feel like it's a totally different lifestyle, like between Phuket and Hong Kong. But I mean, like I live in a city for my whole life. So now I live in an island. It's like different vibes for me, and I kind of enjoy it. And I also can train very hard, like 2-3 times a day. In Hong Kong, I can never train like this. I just like too many social, like go to drink, go to party, and some random shit I need to take care of. Maybe the things from the Triad or something like that. In here, I'm just a normal people.
And you get the pure discipline here. Everyone, I've had so many people on the podcast, they say the same thing. Most people are also training.
Yeah.
So there's just no distraction. Your training partners are never going to say, hey, let's go for a drink, let's party. Yeah. You're all getting up in the morning to train.
That's the thing. Yeah. Like the friend, the partner, the teammate, they all will help you, like in a good way, like not in a bad way. I am the guy like really easy to get effect from the friends, from the teammate or something. If they give positive vibes, I will be positive. If they give negative vibes, I'm negative.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Let's take a step back. I'll check 1 second. Just to double check, the sound is recording. Sounds good. I always like to check it just in case. It's okay. Sound recording is okay. Okay, don't worry, you can cut that. You don't even need to cut that out. That's a good thing about podcasts. Okay, we're back, but maybe we didn't leave. Let's go back to living in Hong Kong. Where were you living in Hong Kong? Kowloon? Were you on the island?
I'm Kowloon. Yeah, Kowloon boy. Yeah.
Were you
my whole life?
Were you near? Because I would go to Kowloon all the time. Yep. I was playing ice hockey at Megabucks.
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 Yeah.
Where were you close? Mall. Where were you close in Kowloon? Are you near? What was it? Chongqing Mansion? Are you this area?
Tsim Sha Tsui. Yeah.
You're about
I my hood. Like Tsim Sha Tsui is my hood. Like
so that's Stanley, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stanley, like really far, like but Team Satchoy mostly. Yeah, I spend all my time in Team Satchoy, like party, like work, everything.
And you're living right around there too.
Yep, Kowloon.
And were you growing up there? Is that where your family was from as well?
Yeah, my family, they live in Kowloon too. Yeah, but like I moved out and live by myself. But like mostly we live in Kowloon all our life. Yeah.
And so you're moving out at a young age, like as you explained in your story, and kind of joining to get that protection to, I mean, people, there's a whole dark side to Hong Kong, let's say. As a foreigner, white face, we're never going to see that. We get that. When you went off and lived on your own, was it a bit intimidating at first? What was the transition into that life like?
I mean, that's the funny part is my dad is a police. He's a cops, and I'm the member of the Triad. So if so many people say, "Oh, why your dad is a police and you become a Triad?" I always say, "Bro, it's my dad have his own career. I have my own, so it's different. But I still love him. That he still love me. But for myself, I think Triad maybe to some people is not a good thing, but to me, it gives me so much experience for life. Because I learned so much different things in the Triad. Like I can easily see who is the guy you can trust, who is the guy you can't trust. Because I've been go through so many things. Maybe got scammed, maybe got cheated, so many things. Now, even in here, I always spend time with teammate. They all like younger than me. Like all the fighter, all the thing. I'm 29. It's not that young in a martial art gyms or MMA gyms because everyone is young and then they're chasing the gyms. But I will try to help them because for myself, maybe I'm not really rich, but I have a not bad life now. I can see they're still hustling, they're still grinding to get to reach their goal. So for myself, if I can help, I just help them. Yeah,
you're able to have that life experience with them. Yeah. And I had some younger guys on there at 22, and I'm 38 now, but it's strange. I moved to Asia when I was 23. I still, my head, I still feel 23. Because
that's what we need.
Well, this area of Asia, there's no seasons.
Yeah.
So 1 year, 2 year, 3 years just goes like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it rains a little bit, but the weather doesn't really change. So sometimes I'll be here and I forget what month it is. But it's not like Canada where it's like, okay, here comes the winter, the fall, you kind of follow the seasons. Now, when you're growing up in Hong Kong and this relationship with your family, when you go back home, everything's okay. It's kind of you both know your place.
Yeah, I mean, like now I'm not going back to Hong Kong too long. Maybe 1 year for 2-3 months because I want to stay more in Phuket to be more disciplined. Because every time when I go back to Hong Kong, it's too much party, too much friends to see. But yeah, everything is good. When I go back, I just see my friends, see my family, and then maybe do some business, something like that. But yeah, also the food, Yeah, the food is the best part.
Yeah, it's hard to find here. I go to there's a dim sum restaurant. It's kind of Hong Kong.
Yeah,
the one at Chow Fa.
Yeah,
it's called Hong Bao.
Chow Fa.
Hong Bao. It's Hong Bao.
Hong Bao.
It's by the Central. Central Festival. There's a hotel there called the Ramada Inn. In that hotel, they have Hong Bao, which is like Cantonese dim sum and Peking duck. I'm telling you, in terms of quality, it's the best one in the island. They have one in Bangkok too at Icon Siam. Yeah. So if you're obviously, I'm assuming you're a dim sum and cha siu fan.
Bro, I love it. I love it. Cha siu is my favorite.
So Ramada. And hey, sponsor us, Ramada. Ramada Inn by Central, Hong Bao, game over. Damn. Oh, I go there like once a month at least. It's very good for Hong Kong food. Yeah. When you're in Hong Kong, and many people are obviously familiar with the Triads and that lifestyle. I think similar to like the Italian mafia. This is the Asian mafia. Everyone or with that lifestyle. No, people are aware of what it is. Can you share the other side of maybe what people aren't aware of? Are there rival gangs? What is the day in the life? Like, what was your day in the life when you were growing up in that before really transitioning into MMA?
I mean, like, when I first joined, I do so many different kind of job for them. Like, even the security of the club, parking boy, yeah. The parking boy is like because we own a street in Hong Kong, we own that. So, like we take part of the street. So at the street is like so busy, so many different restaurants, but there is not really so much parking space. So we just when people drive into the street, we just like, okay, where are you gonna eat? Okay, just leave the car here and then come back and then pay and then you can get the car away. You can't park yourself. But you know it's like it's not forcing them. It's like friendly. But they all know it's like the rules at the Hong Kong, you know. So after parking, I be like collect money, you know. If someone owns money, and then I just go and collect the money. I love this one because so many people maybe think. How to collect the money, you need to use violence, but it's not about violence. You need to like think more, like his weakness, what he scared about, what he afraid about. He don't want to let his family know his own money. So you just talk to him, hey bro, just return the money. What you want? We're not gonna beat you up, but if you don't return the money, I will just call your wife, call your family. And then he was like, bro, don't do this. But he said, I don't have the money at the moment. I will talk to him. Bro, you can separate, like monthly or whatever, you know, just don't disappear. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. So yeah, collect money. I work for this maybe 2-3 years. And then, yeah, I do everything, but I only don't sell drugs. Yeah, that's I don't like it because, yeah. So, yeah, something like that.
Interesting. So and that lifestyle, is it a 24-hour job or what is it like? Like, are you with your friends all throughout the day, or does it have a 9 to 5 mentality where you can leave and come back?
Depends on what you're doing. If you're doing collect money, it's like more like a 9 to 5 because we only go collect money in the daytime. We don't go is nighttime. But like when I was doing the security of the club, bro, that's more like a nighttime job because I never switch off my phone or go mute when I was the security because sometimes I need to be in the club, but maybe after 2 a.m. I just go home, but my phone's still on because maybe some of the drunk dude.
Something can go wrong.
Yeah, they just call me and then I just go back again and then settle it. But yeah, like not beat him up, just throw him outside the club. Yeah.
You're talking earlier. You have a baseball bat here, 40 stitches in the head. Obviously, the silver, possibly. Yeah. Many different scenarios. Yeah. Do you have any what's your craziest story you're able to share with us?
Craziest story, I think probably my scar for my eyebrow is a cross like from a bottle. I fought like maybe more than 10 guys by myself. Yeah, I was drunk, and then they were drunk too, and then I just knock out everyone. But it's like a nonsense story when we both go to the same club, and then the escalator was like closing the door, you know, like closing, and then like it's full already, like no space, and then the guy just pushed the door, and then the door opened, and then he said, "Hey, get in," like this to me. I say, no space, you can see. And then he just like grabbed my shirt, and then he said, "Bro, you think you're tall, you think you're strong?" I said, "You can try." And then he just grabbed my shirt, and then I just bang, bang, 2 punch, and then knock him out. And then the other guy trying to jump in, and then bang, bang, I knock him out too. And then, you know, every time when I fight or something, I just go away. And then when I walk out to the lobby, bro, I think there's like all the people there. They just arrive and then get off the taxi, and then they just saw I knock out the guy, and then they just jump in, and then I just fought all of them. Yeah. So after I knock out few guys, and then I saw one guy. He was like hugging some bottle like this, so many bottle, but like 10 meters away from me. And then when I look at him, I saw him just holding one bottle and then throw it to me, and then the bottle is like like this, hit my forehead, and then I said, plop. I black out for 1 second, but I'm still on my feet, and then I open my eyes. I was like wishing, no blood, no blood, no blood. When I touch, bro, it's all the blood on my face and my hand. I was like, fuck this guy, I need to get your ass. And then I run, and then bro, I swear to God, he hold all the bottle, and then he runs so fucking fast. It's like a cartoon. I chasing him, and then I can't even chase him because he runs so fast. But like after a few more guys come, I just knock all them out, and then I swear, when I turned back, I saw on the street so many people lying on the ground, and then like this, like a movie, you know? Yeah. So many different stories like this. I can't even remember all, but yeah, I was crazy guy.
You're by yourself during this time, or you have friends around too?
Sometimes they're here, sometimes they're not. Yeah, because I'm too crazy. They can't chase my level, you know.
And it may be, and with the adrenaline, things go fast. Can you share similarities and the connection between street fighting and MMA, and just talk about, because you've lived both worlds, are there any similarities there in terms of the feeling?
I mean, there's something really similar, but there's something really different too. Let's talk about the similar part. I think both of them, you need to be emotionless, like no emotion, without emotion. Because if you with emotion, even in street fight, you will go too crazy. Yeah, it's not good. And in the fight, if you be too emotion, you gas yourself out too easy. So but this is the similar part, and the different part is in street fight, you always fight guys like never train. It's easy, but in MMA or like professional, bro, the guy you fighting he prepare too. He probably trained so hard. So yeah, it's that's the difference. Yeah.
The adrenaline, the feel, your focus is on the controlling of the emotion at that time.
Yeah.
However, during a street fight, if it happens, it's not planned, and usually it happens quite quickly and out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, an MMA fight, the anxiety, the preparation, you might have 2 months.
Yeah.
When that happens so fast, how can you quickly control your emotions? That must be very difficult for the discipline.
I think you need to gain more experience of the street fight. Like for myself, my first 10 street fights, I don't know, I have no idea what I'm doing. Like just, bum, finish, and then go away. But like when you have like more than 50, you will clear yourself, you know what's going on, and you can see, that guy is coming forward, this guy is going, and yeah, it's all about experience. Yeah, for myself now, I don't feel like when I was young, when I fight at the street, I still feel nervous. But now, if something happen, I can just go and boom, 2 punch and then finish and then go away. But now I'm trying to like, not angry, easy, like at the street, because I don't want to get in trouble. For myself, I live in Phuket 1.5 years. I never fight in Thailand because I don't want to get any trouble in here.
And here you still never know. There could be a guy that's maybe 100 centimeters, maybe half your weight, and he has 900 fights in Muay Thai.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
You don't know. I've seen some guys out there in Bangla where they look very Thai guy, small, maybe 170, maybe 65 kg, and just kick the shit out of people on the street. You're like, that's why in Thailand, don't mess around. Growing up, you're now becoming a mentor to the younger generation at Bangtao Muay Thai and MMA. What was some of the wisdom, the experience, maybe the mentors gave to you coming up in the Triads? What is some of that information that I'm sure now you're passing on experience-wise?
I think the thing I learned from the Triad, and then what I can use now in this life in Phuket and to my team, is the number one thing is loyalty. Loyalty number one. For myself, in Hong Kong, I follow my boss in a Triad for more than 10 years, and during these 10 years, so many different boss from different triad, they're trying to like tell me, oh, just come to follow me. We can give you better offer. We can give you how many money, what nice watches, what nice car, and then why don't you come? I just say, nah, I'm not gonna leave my boss because he changed me. He gave me all the chance to be what I am now. So yeah, for myself, loyalty number one. Even now, my tribe boss, even I'm not in Hong Kong, I'm not helping him with the business, but he still really support me of me chasing my gym. Even I fought last year in here in Bangla Stadium. He just fly all the way here and then bring his family, bring his wife, his kid, and then watch my fight. And then I won my belt, and then yeah, it was a really good experience, really good memories. So now loyalty, I still use this, I still remember this every day. So to my team, I feel like I need to be loyalty to my team because they give me chance, they invest on me, they see my potential. So I really like the feeling of the others like agree. They think, oh, you have potential. You will be something in the future. So yeah, loyalty, and I will because 10 years of me follow my boss, I know how to trade someone like a boss or maybe a coach, maybe like a big brother, you know. So for myself, I feel like I just trade all the coach in Bangtao like how I trade my boss in Hong Kong. So that's the funny part. Because nowadays, maybe the new generation or maybe the young guys, they don't know how you should trade your coach or someone who invents of you. So for myself, I know what to do to trade the big brother, you know. Yeah.
I mean, your boss from Hong Kong and watching you, I mean, he must be proud as well.
Yeah.
Because you're still in the fighting world.
Yeah.
And now you're going to another level. And I'm sure he probably brags about that to his friends. Hey, look what this guy's doing.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, look at the trajectory. Look at the path he's on. Talking about your path, at an not an older age, but like you said, at 29, getting into MMA at that level. And obviously your hand is broken out from your last fight. That was Taiwan, yeah?
Yeah.
Where can this lead to? Can this lead to the UFC? What type of promotion could you see yourself getting involved in? Because I know you train and you take this very seriously.
Yeah. For myself, my goal, I'm not sure which promotion I really want to go. We will see how it's going. But myself, I'm more interested in influence boxing. You know? Yeah, influence boxing. Because let me explain why I was fighting in Taiwan. Because my last opponent, he is kind of famous in Taiwan. He's a decent boxer, and I think he was like the Olympic team of boxing in Taiwan. Mm-hmm. So he have more than 100K subscriber on YouTube. So yeah, he make a lot of video, something of teaching. So I see this guy, and then he is my weight class, and then I offer him. I say, "Wow, let's fight," because he used to say, "Oh, I will fight anyone, any rules, anytime." And then I say, "Do you want to fight me in kickboxing?" And then he say, "Nah, I'm not gonna fight you in kickboxing. But if you want to do boxing, we can dance, you know." I say, "Why you don't want to do kickboxing? You make video and you say you can do any rules, anything." And then he just like ignore me. And then he say to everyone, he say, "Oh, this guy just want to gain followers for me, so I'm not gonna fight him." I say, "Nah, fuck that. We can do boxing. Let's do boxing." I never fought boxing in my life. It's my first boxing debut, you know. So I trained 4 months in Bangtao to switch from Muay Thai, from kickboxing to switch to boxing. I mean, it was hard because it's totally different sport. But yeah,
the footwork, the stance,
everything. The rhythm, everything is different. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself because he is so good, bro. Like, he's tough. I got him few times. I rock him, but he didn't get down. He just still on his feet, but he's a little bit shaking. And I think he know more about the game of boxing than me, because he's doing boxing his whole life. He know the point system, how to win by point, how to like dirty boxing, the clinching. So it was a good fight though. Yeah, I broke my hand at the second rounds, and I still fought 6 rounds with him. Yeah, and I lost by decision. It's a really close fight, but yeah, I will rematch him. Yeah.
Did you know it was broken in the second?
Yeah, I know it because I too experienced of breaking my hand. I broke my hand like 7 times, and I have like 5
Is it
surgeries.
the same hand every time?
Nah, it's both hand. I broke like maybe 3 like this. Yeah, sometimes I have surgery, sometimes no. Yeah.
Why do you think it's breaking? Is it just the way you're pulling the punch, or?
Probably I hit too hard. Yeah, nah, joking. Some of my friends told me maybe I smoked too much weed when I was in the young age. Yeah, because they say maybe you smoke too much weed and then make your bone a little bit weak.
Ah, okay.
So now I quit smoking. Yeah, because I was smoking weed since like 14 years old. Yeah, until maybe this last year December I quit. So like it's more than almost like 14, 15 years, like half my life I was smoking. So maybe that make the bone a little bit weak. Yeah.
And you could take do you take supplements now for any?
Yeah. Now I'm trying to take some supplement and
calcium
drink more milk.
Yeah. Oh, you never know too. I mean, also just do you ever talk to some of the more experienced coaches, let's say at Bangtao, like your Brad Riddell, very experienced striker, and have those conversations with him, like, why am I breaking my hand so often? Is there something I'm doing wrong?
I mean, like for my last fight, because my opponent a little bit shorter than me. So, and his style is like more like high guard and lean forward the head. So maybe I probably hit his forehead for a few times.
Hard.
Yeah. The forehead is the harder part of the head. So yeah, I think that's the reason I broke my hand.
What gloves size? What were you using for gloves?
8 ounce.
8 ounce.
We both like 81 kilo. So it's like really small groups, and especially the promoter, the show, they have really shit groups. Like, yeah, it's really tiny.
Glove.
Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, no reason, no excuse. But yeah, I gonna rematch him. I want to run it back, and then next time I'm not gonna leave it to the decision.
Do you think that would be the next fight for you after you're healed?
For myself, I think I won 1 or 2 warm-up fight, and then I call him out and rematch him again. Yeah, that's the plan. And now I have so many opportunity to fight in Taiwan or maybe in Japan. Yeah, they won because I don't know my performance at the press conference. They like it. Yeah, because I know how to bring on the show. I know how to talk shit to make the show entertaining. So many promoters they interest to maybe sign me or maybe want me on their show. Yeah.
Maybe. Do you know a guy in Bangkok? He's a white guy, foreigner from the UK. My mate Nate. Have you heard of him?
He's a promoter?
No, he's a boxer. He does celebrity boxing.
Oh.
Have you heard of him?
No.
My mate Nate. Okay, so my mate Nate, his girlfriend, wife, her father is the owner of Tiger Bunk.
Oh.
They got money.
Okay.
My mate Nate is doing celebrity boxing. He's got 12 million subscribers on YouTube. So what my mate Nate does, he's fluent in Thai.
That's a lot.
But he's from the UK, fluent in Thai.
Yep.
And he's the white Mr. Beast of Thailand.
Oh.
So his content's like basically Mr. Beast.
Yep.
But he was on the Jake Paul card.
Oh.
Yeah. He fought a Mexican guy, I want to say, that has like, maybe they know. You know my mate Nate? Kajai, my mate Nate? See, they know. Yeah. So my mate Nate fought a Mexican guy that I think has 130 million followers on Instagram. But they were like, you can go back. I think it was the Jake Paul Tommy Fury card.
Oh.
I think it was this card. They were like the second fight. And he went over there and fought that there. So that could be interesting if you could get a call. It'd be very hard to get him.
Like like for myself, my final goal, maybe a little bit crazy, but I want to fight Jake Paul. You know? Like influence boxing. Yeah, that's my final goal.
Yeah.
Because it could be possible. Because for myself now, my plan is like get few fights in different country in Asian. Like I did like in Thailand, and then I did in Taiwan, and then maybe I go to Japan and then Korean, and then got few more fights, and then maybe I won all of them, and then gain more followers, and then I become the guy in Asian, like keep winning, undefeated or something like that, and then I can just call him out. Because the thing is, you can see now the opponent of Jake Paul fighting, mostly like retired MMA fighter or like Uber driver, like all of them is like maybe old, maybe looking like fat, looking like not cool. But my image, my outfit, you can see it like a bad guy, Hong Kong Triad, something like that. So maybe I call him out. He will interest to fight me if I keep winning in the Asian area.
Do you think how do you think he'll do against Mike Tyson? He's fighting Mike Tyson, I think, in a month or so.
I mean, I like the way he promote everything. I like the way he do, because what can be more crazy? You're fighting Mike Tyson in boxing, but I think Mike Tyson still got it. You know, old man, but he's still Mike Tyson. I
mean, I saw him hitting one of the circle bags.
Yeah,
holy
bro.
shit! Bro. But it's a funny fight for Jake Paul, because if you lose, it's a lose-lose. If you lose, you lost to Mike Tyson. What are you losing? He's 60. Yeah. But if you knock him out, everyone's going to be like, fuck you.
The stage.
Yeah, because, well, you can't respect someone knocking out Mike Tyson either. You're like, oh, what a guy.
Yeah, it could be interesting, bro.
Yeah, it should be interesting. This whole influencer boxing world, is it quite big in Hong Kong and Taiwan? Does it connect to China as well? Or is Hong Kong, Taiwan doing their own thing?
To be honest, like, yeah, they both doing their own things. I am actually the one who bring like Hong Kong and Taiwan connect together. Yeah, they kind of separate. Like, but now people like in Hong Kong, they watch Taiwan fighting, and then Taiwan people, they watch Hong Kong fighting now, because I bring the connect together. Yeah. But China is separate, totally separate, because in China they have so many different shows, like different area, they have different shows, different fighter, and there can be maybe some fighter you can't search any video on the internet, but maybe he have more than 100 fights and then maybe undefeated. So many different people in China is different market.
Do they keep it very Chinese, or do they let Hong Kong come into that world? Like in terms of the influencer boxing in China?
I mean, like in the China, the influence boxing is more like celebrity, like
celebrity boxing.
Yeah. Oh. It's not like professional. It's more like maybe a singer, maybe an actor. They go to train and then they fight, something like that. But it's more like a stage, you know. It's a show. It's not like they have like more drama.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Living in Hong Kong, I lived in Shenzhen. 我住在深圳差不多5年, and 我住在新竹1年. I was saying I lived in China 5 years, in Hsinchu, Taiwan, for 1 year. So and Shenzhen is like, it's basically Hong Kong, like in terms of the connection. I mean, obviously, it's much different. Trust me. When you're in Shenzhen, it's very, we say in English, hillbilly, backwoods. Yeah. And then you cross into Hong Kong and it's proper.
Totally different.
It is totally different. But in terms of the language, obviously we have Cantonese, but the way we pronounce, it's not like Beijing, like sure.
Yeah, it's different.
No, completely different. Yeah. And it's also very similar in Taiwan. So I connect very well to this part of Asia. Living in Hong Kong, obviously, I think it was before COVID, there were the riots. You were there for that. What do Hong Kong people still feel about China basically trying to own Hong Kong? Do you think this will happen? Or is that something, are we able to even talk about that?
I mean, they already own it. Yeah. So now it's
matter of time.
Yeah, just matter of time. And Hong Kong people can do nothing. You're against the whole China government. So we can do nothing. And to myself, I just like it is what it is. That's a part of the reason why I moved to Thailand, because I don't like how it's going.
Do you see a lot of changes recently in Hong Kong because of this?
Yeah, it's totally different. Like now they have the new law. You can't talk bad things about the government, or maybe they can arrest you.
And is this happening?
Yeah, happening. If
Really?
you talk some bad things about the government on the internet, they can just like arrest you.
Is it the Hong Kong police or is it China coming in?
They have a new department of this, but still from the Hong Kong police. But it's like new department to take care of this thing.
Like controlled by China?
Yeah. If you talk bad things about the government, about China, they can just come find you by your address, IP address, and then they come to your house and arrest you, and then knock you up. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Do you see a lot of people like yourself? You're leaving Hong Kong. You're in Thailand. Do you see a lot of friends doing this as well because of that?
Bro, I mean, like, so many people leaving. Like, they go to UK, they go to Canada, they move to the other country. They just don't want to stay in Hong Kong, because now, even in Hong Kong, is not a good time to do business. So many shops, they close, no business. The people in Hong Kong, they don't want to spend money in Hong Kong. When they have holiday, they go vacation, they go to Shenzhen, they go to China, they go Japan, they go Thailand. So basically, there's no people, they want to spend money in Hong Kong. So now is a hard time in Hong Kong.
What do you mean they don't want to spend money in Hong Kong?
Because in Hong Kong, you know, like everything is expensive.
Okay.
Yeah, so when they go to China, everything cheap. Yeah. When they go to Japan, still cheap, still cheaper than Hong Kong. So they were thinking, why I need to spend my money in Hong Kong? And also, Hong Kong is a small city. If you live there, I think you try everything already. So if you have time, you just go to China to experience new things, and also you pay less money. So why not, you know?
Yeah, people from the West, let's say Canada, US, they have no idea. In Asia, these places like Singapore, Hong Kong, how expensive it is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, let's talk about, when I lived in Shenzhen, I left 2016. When I left, my condo was 8,000 RMB. That condo today is like 25,000, and it was only 100 square meter.
Yeah.
And Hong Kong's double.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, if you're in Kowloon and you have 50 square meter, 70 square meter, 2-bedroom, like what is that going to cost in Kowloon?
Probably like,
or in Hong Kong dollar?
25, maybe 30,000.
So almost 3,000 US dollars.
Yeah.
And very small.
Yeah.
This is what's crazy. People from the West, they don't understand.
Yeah.
Hong
I always
Kong.
tell my friend, I say, they ask me, why you like to live in Phuket? I say, just talk about the rent. In here, I pay for 10,000 baht, Thai baht. Like in Hong Kong, this price, you can only rent a toilet.
It's true though.
Yeah,
it's
true.
And most of the time, you're probably not in your home too much.
Yeah.
You're trying to stay active. How are you staying active now with the hand injured? Like, what do you got? You know, you have these fighters, when you're training, you have this energy. You got to get it out. What are you doing to stay active?
I train my leg a lot, like squat, train my leg, build up the muscle in my leg. Because before I don't train my leg too often, and now I can take off the cast. I don't need to wear the cast, so I can start slowly get back training again. And even I don't train, I don't do the class, but I still go back and watch, see how my teammates, see how my coach doing the class, learning. Even I can't move, I still gaining some knowledge from the class. Yeah.
Are you actively doing a lot of jiu-jitsu, or are you more focused on the striking?
I'm more like striking. Yeah.
Do you ever do the jiu-jitsu classes, or?
Yeah, I do wrestling a little bit, but mainly I do striking more. But after, once my hand get better, I wanna like put more time to wrestling, to grappling. Yeah, jiu-jitsu.
So with your hand being injured, obviously it's difficult to do Muay Thai unless you're kicking. Like you said, are you just going to the classes to maybe watch? Because you can still learn from just watching these guys. Bangtao is elite trainer. So are you going there just to watch a little bit now?
Yeah. I like every day. At the afternoon class, I just go back and then watch, see how my teammates, maybe inspiring, maybe in the grappling rounds, I learning, and then see how the coach show the technique. Yeah, still learning. It's good.
Some of these elite professional GOATs, the top of the top are coming. We've had John Jones, Tyson Fury, George St. Pierre, Alexander Volkanovski coming this weekend.
Yep.
Who have you been starstruck to meet so far? Because they're all coming through the gym.
Bro, John Jones.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the guy who made me from watching Muay Thai to start watching MMA. So it's unreal. I mean, like, he's the GOAT of MMA. When I saw him, I just told him, I say, hey, you are the guy who made me start watching MMA and train MMA. And then he told me, bro, you look good. You build like strong, bro. You mean you know that's mean a lot to me, because imagine the guy who make you start watching MMA and he say, oh, you look good. You build like strong. So I feel very motivated from his word. Yeah,
those interactions, that experience with him, I can imagine coming out of that conversation, like the energy, you just level up, you're ready for the next thing.
Yeah, just want to train again.
And it's coming. You think you'll be out, what, 3 months maybe?
Yeah, I think maybe 3 months I can punch again. I can use my right hand to hit again. Now it's way more better. Yeah, but just take times.
Okay, just before we wrap it up, we're almost at an hour. We try to keep it under an hour because I find it's good for Google.
Yeah.
I used to do 2 hours. Anyways, friends, family listening out there, people looking to come to Thailand to train MMA, Muay Thai, walk us through your day, because many people get confused. Like, well, what do you do all day? It must be boring. It's not. Can you walk us through your typical day when you're not injured?
If I'm not injured, probably like I train in the morning. Maybe like the last 4 months, I mainly do boxing. So it's like I wake up like maybe 9, and then I eat my breakfast, and then go back to the gym, and then do the class at 10:30, and then till 11:30, and then I go home, shower, and then go to have my lunch, and then go home and take a nap, and then do the afternoon training. Probably do some SNC or maybe pet work, private with Brad, my sifu. Maybe run for 5K, and after go home, shower, and then probably go eat with the teammate, and then see if I'm tired or not. If not tired, I probably go to the gym, like lifting. Yeah, maybe 2-3 sections a day, and then sleep maybe 11 or 12.
11 or 12?
Yeah,
So and you wake up at what time?
9.
Oh, okay, so you're getting about 8 hours.
Yeah. Something like that.
They're full days here, and people don't realize that you're exhausted by the end of the day.
Yeah,
Like,
bro. I mean, so many people ask me, well, you're not working. You why are you tired, bro? Come try, train. You will feel it. It's exhausted, like really tired, but I enjoy it.
yeah, even same here with working. I'm up at 5. I like to go do a class. You got to sweat once a day. Let the energy out. I'm sure we'll have you back again, because I'd love to do another catch up after your next fight.
Thank you.
Let's talk to Future Flash. Let's have a little conversation. If this is the camera and you're talking to yourself, and we look back on this in maybe 6 to 8 months after your next fight, what message would you send yourself now to the future?
I mean, stay active, keep grinding, put in the work, and then I think after the hard times, the good times will come. Yeah,
I think it's all about that perseverance and getting through. And I think when you have those difficult times, when you get through them, you just level up.
Yeah.
And that's the purpose of the hard times.
Yeah.
And it's not the end of the world. You didn't die. But it's good. It shows that you can fight through it. Before we wrap up, I always forget to bring this up. I'm not a good salesman. Talking about the mushrooms, you've had some mushrooms in the past, in terms, not magical mushrooms, the cordyceps, the lion's mane. Did you notice anything in the training? And I mean, don't just tell me because I'm sitting here.
Bro, I mean, like everyone from the gym, they use it. So I when I first know this, I just interest about this, and then once I meet you, and then I just come to talk with you. You remember?
Yeah.
At the fitness area in the gym, and And then you just explained to me, and then I was like, whoa, interesting, because sounds like it's something natural, but to help you have a better performance at different ways. So you gave me one bottle, and then I try it. I think that one is for the lungs.
Yeah, I think the cordyceps.
Yeah, cordyceps. So for the cardio, I took a small bottle for maybe 1 month. When I finish it, I clearly feel the difference. Yeah, because I'm the guy who have bad cardio always. Because I just, as I said, I smoke a lot since a young age, so I have a bad cardio. But after I took it, I feel like it really helps, because I feel like lung is like more smooth when you're like breathing, when you breathe heavy, and it's like all gone.
Not the burning effect.
Yeah,
You know, like if you're on the assault bike, sometimes you can,
Yeah.
your lungs might go before your legs.
Yeah, true.
I get this too.
So yeah, that's my thought of the.
And this stuff is actually Asian, Chinese, however you want to say
Yeah.
it. I mean, I think Lingzhe is the most famous, not just natural product in all of Asia, but like it is the number one. Like you go to Hong Kong, Singapore, they like to sell the Lingzhe spores.
Yeah.
Extract spores. This stuff is so expensive. We can't even sell that. This stuff's like $300 a kilo. It's not meant for the average person. It's almost like a medical dose for sleep. And it's usually older people taking it that struggle with sleep. When you're younger, you're working so hard, your sleep's going to be good anyways.
Yeah, true.
Because you're just burning out. Okay, that ends another episode of the Fruiting Body Podcast. Let us know your thoughts and all that information in the comments. Right before we wrap it up, I'm going to pass it back to Flash. This is going to be your camera here. So if you could just let everybody know in terms of Instagram, social media, all the ways that if they want to connect and follow with you, how they can do that.
Hey, good to see you guys. Thank you for having me. If you guys interested in Flash Daddy character, just follow me on Instagram, Flash Daddy. See you there.
Awesome. We'll put all those links in the description. So that ends another episode. Big thanks for coming out. We are out.